Meanwhile, an IUPUI student planning a pro-abortion rally later this month at Military Park. And when they reached out to the state park to give them notice of the planned protest, they were told they would have to pay a fee. News 8's Cody Adams joining us now with more on this story. Cody.
Yeah, Phil, Noah Thomas says when they reached out about the protest and explained what the plan was, they were told they'd have to pay $1,500 to rent green space at the park. White River State Park officials say it was a big misunderstanding, but Noah feels that's not the case.
It wasn't a misunderstanding, that it's our right to gather there.
Noah Thomas, a junior at IUPUI, knows the drill when it comes to holding protests, having done several pro-abortion rights protests over the last couple of months.
Let the park or wherever you're doing it, wherever publicly it is, you let them know, hey, just as a courtesy, we're going to have a protest here. It's going to be peaceful. Just wanted to give you a heads up just in case, something happens. We didn't want to blindside you.
When Noah reached out to the White River State Park about holding a protest at Military Park, he says it was a different situation.
That's our First Amendment right to be there, right? Like if we're on that sidewalk. And she said, yeah, but it's kind of gray area because we need money to upkeep the park. So this sounds like an organized event. And then once I mentioned that politicians were probably going to come out and be there, she said, oh yeah, this is definitely an organized event and we're going to have to charge you $1,500 and for you to rent out a corner of the park.
Noah says he understands the need to charge for park upkeep, but he argues a protest is not the same as other events.
If it was a birthday party or some sort of concert, that's understandable, but this is a protest. This is our First Amendment right as citizens of the United States, rights that we are granted. So it's a little different, and it was very disappointing.
We reached out to the director of outdoor special events at White River State Park, who says they do rent out green space for events, but this was a misunderstanding and the issue has been resolved. But Noah doesn't feel like it was just a misunderstanding.
She's doing her job, and I respect that. Everyone has to do a job in life. And it may have been just a perfect misunderstanding. I don't think it was. She knew it was a protest. I had mentioned it multiple times.
No, it tells me the misunderstanding or not, they will be out at Military Park on August 26th to protest from 4 to 7. Cody Adams, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.